Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this lesson. Today I'm going to discuss on the topic going down hill on a bicycle. This poem is a beautiful poem which is written by Henry Charles Pitching. In this poem, children, what we learn is that your passion, your success. If you want to achieve your success, you have got to work hard. And whatever is your passion, you should achieve it. Like passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you. That is what makes you joyful. There is no passion to be found playing small in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. So, children, follow your passion, be prepared to work hard and sacrifice, and above all, don't let anyone limit your dreams. So, with these words, let me start the lesson. And before that, let me ask you, have you subscribed to my channel? If you have not subscribed up till now, then please do and watch the video till end and press the like button if you have liked it. And I'm sure, children, you are going to like it because this lesson will be very helpful for you. So let us begin. And my first stanza and the words are, with lifted feet, hands still, I am poised and down the hill. Dart with heedful mind, the air goes by in a wind. So children, the meaning of the word dart means act of running rapidly. Poised means still. So here what the poet is saying, poet is Henry Charles Pitching. So in these lines, the poet recalls his childhood experience. So here the poet is the poet is the little child. When he was a little child, at that time he is telling you about his childhood experience. So in this line, the poet says, one day the poet was coming down from a hill on the bicycle. He raised his feet from the pedals and his hands were resting on the handlebars. The lines with lifted feet, hands still means he raised his feet from the pedal and his hands were resting on the handlebars. I am poised and down the hill means that the poet was not using any force while coming down the hill. Dart and heedful mind means to say that the poet was balancing himself on the cycle. The air goes by a wind, which means that his mind was quite watchful. In fact, the poet wants to say that we should be attentive while we are enjoying the fruits of success. Though he was riding the bicycle, he was quite alert that he should not fall. My next stanza is, swifter and yet more swift, till the heart with mighty lift makes the lungs laugh, the throat cry, O bird, see bird, I fly. The meaning of the word swift is happily is happening rapidly. So in these lines, the poet says that when the poet was coming down from the hill, he had not to paddle his cycle. It becomes more and more swift. He became overjoyed till the heart and mighty lift. Children, this means he was very happy and he was really overjoyed. Makes the lungs laugh, the throat cry means to say that his lungs were filled with laughter. He was crying with joy means he was shouting with joy. Oh bird, see bird, I fly. So the poet was telling the bird that he could also fly like it and feel the enjoyment how the birds feel while flying high up in the sky. My next stanza is this your joy, O bird? Then I, though a boy, for a golden moment share your feathery life in the air. So here what the poet means to say that when the poet was coming down from the hill on the bicycle, he felt that he was flying like a bird in the air. Then he said that this is the joy that birds experience in the air. The poet was also enjoying that golden moment of bliss. He shared a bird's feathery life in the air, like how the birds fly in the air. Similarly, he was also riding his bicycle very fast and enjoying the way the birds enjoy into the air. My next stanza is, say heart, is there aught like this in a world that is full of bliss? It's more the skating bound, steel shed to the level ground. And the explanation of this stanza is, the thrill of speed filled the poet's heart with extreme joy. He was overjoyed. He was feeling very happy. He asked his heart if there is anything in the world like such bliss. The poet says that going downhill on the bicycle is more exciting than skating. In skating, our shoes remains tied to the ground with shoes of steel, whereas in riding a bicycle, you can lift your hand, you can put your hand on the bars of the cycle, or you can even raise it and balancing it so that the cycle should not fall. So he was really enjoying the riding of a bicycle from down the hill. My next stanza, children, is, speed slackens now, I float a while in my airy boat, till when the wheels scarce crawl, my feet on the treadles fall. So here, children, the meaning of the word slacken means reduce in speed, and steel shod means sole of the shoes made of steel. So here what the poet wants to say that once the poet went downhill on a bicycle, he had not to pedal at all. He was feeling like a bird, but now the poet reached the foot of the hill. The speed of his cycle slowed down. Slacken means to slow down, reduce in speed. He had to bring his feet to the pedal again. He had to exert himself. Few minutes before the poet was feeling that he was floating in the air boat. In this passage, the poet wants to say that after some time we have to refresh our efforts. Means to say that if you want success, for that you will have to work hard. My last stanza is, alas, that the longest hill must end in a vale. Vale means valley. But still, who climbs with toil, whosoever shall find wings waiting there. So the meaning in this line, the poet wants to say in this passage, and this passage contains a deep message. What does it say? The poet went downhill on a bicycle. He was very excited and overjoyed. He was flying like a bird. When he reached the foot of the hill, he became sad as his airy flight came to an end. Now the poet learnt a lesson. What lesson, children? What lesson did the poet learn as a child? He felt that even the longest comes to end in a valley. We can enjoy the bliss of downhill if we have worked hard to go uphill. The fruits of success can be enjoyed by those who have toiled hard in life. Yes, children, now I'll tell you something about the poet Henry Charles Beeching. Henry Charles Beeching was born on 15th May 1859 and he died in the year 1919. He was an English clergyman, author and a poet. He was educated at the City of London School and at Balliol College, Oxford. He took holy orders in 1882 and began work in a Liverpool parish. He later became Dean of Norwich. He gave the Clark Lectures in 1900 on the history of lyrical poetry in England. He wrote a book on Francis Atterbury. Some of his famous poems are: number 1, Going Down on a Hill on a Bicycle, a boy's song. Number 2, A Boy's Prayer. Number 3, Prayers. Number 4, Fatherhood. In the same way, he has written many other poems and is a well-known writer and a poet. Now I'll tell you. Now let's move towards the question and answers of this poem. So my first question is, describe the way in which the speaker is riding his bicycle. And the answer is, the speaker, that is the poet as a child, has his hands still on the handbar, feet lifted, and he is going downhill at a great speed. Question number 2. And the question is the speaker afraid that he might fall off the bicycle? And the answer is no. The speaker is not afraid. Question number 3. And the question is the speaker a careful or rash rider? How do you know he is or he is not? And the answer is, the speaker is careful since he uses the words heedful mind, which indicates that he is carefully poised to prevent an accident. So he was careful while riding the bicycle. Question number 4. Does the speaker wish he could sometimes fly? How do you know? And the answer is, the speaker does wish he could fly. The following lines indicate this: swifter and yet more swift, till the heart with a mighty lift makes the lungs laugh, the throat cry. O bird, see, see bird, I fly. Now I move towards question number 5. And the question is, name the poet of the poem Going Down on a Hill. And the answer is Henry Charles Beeching. My next question is question number 6. And the question is, how did the poet feel while going down on a bicycle? And the answer is, he was flying like a bird. Question number 7. And the question is, what happened when the poet reached near the foot of the hill? And the answer to this question is, the speed of the cycle slackened. That is, it was slow. My next question is question number 8. What is the message given in the poem? And the answer to this question is, if we want to enjoy the fruit of success, then we have to work hard. So children, if you want to excel, if you want to come out with flying colors, you will have to study hard. You will have to work hard and make yourself master of your subject. Now I move towards next question. Question number 9. Who is the bicycle rider? And the answer is a pre-teen boy, that is the poet as a child. Question number 10. In the poem, the bicycle rider is dash. And the correct answer is riding his bicycle downhill. Question number 11. How does the boy ride the bicycle? And the answer is fast. Question number 12. The boy is dash the speed. So the correct answer is enjoying. The boy is enjoying the speed. Question number 13. The boy's wish to dash like a bird is fulfilled. So the correct answer is fly. So the boy wanted to fly like a bird. Similarly, he is riding fast his bicycle down the hill. So it also seems to him as if he is also flying like a bird. So his wishes to fly like a bird is fulfilled. My next question is question number 14. Describe the ride of the boy downhill. And the correct answer is when the boy rides downhill, falling are observed. Number 1, his mind is alert. Number 2, his heart is happy. Number 3, there is a cry in his throat. Question number 15. And the question is, what does the rider and the bird share? So the correct answer is, they share the joy of flying. Question number 16. In the poem, what does a golden moment refers to? And the correct answer is the moment when the boy shares the bird's ability to fly. Question number 17. What is the antonym of the word toil? So children, antonym means opposite. So what is the opposite of the word toil? And the correct answer is inactivity. Question number 18. What does the poet talk about in the poem? And the correct answer is, in this poem, the poet talks about a young rider who enjoys a ride on a bicycle down the hill. The poet expresses the joy and excitement of riding a bicycle downhill. My next question is question number 19. And the question is, how does the boy feel when he rides the bicycle down the hill? And the correct answer is, when the boy rides the bicycle down the hill with lifted feet and still hands, he feels immensely happy and feels as if he is flying like a bird. Hope children, you are understanding all the question answers what I am giving you. Listen carefully so that you can also write well in your exam. So my next question is question number 20. What do the following lines mean? And the first line is, I am poised and down the hill. So the explanation of this line is, the line means that the boy has learnt that how to be in a completely still position while riding a bicycle down the hill. He has learned to balance himself and is riding his bicycle carefully down the hill so that he does not fall. And next line is, makes the lungs laugh, the throat cry. So this line means that the boy is enjoying the ride and is extremely happy and excited. My next question is question number 21, and the lines are, makes the lungs laugh, the throat cry. O bird, see, bird, I fly. And the question is, how does the speaker feel? And the correct answer is, the speaker feels so happy that he wants to cry out with joy. My next question on this context is, what does he tells to the bird? And the correct answer is, he tells the bird that he too can fly like him. Question number 22. For a golden moment, share your feathery life in the air. And the question is, what does a poet describe as a golden moment? And the correct answer is, while riding a bicycle, the joy felt by the boy is described as a golden moment for the poet, as a boy, as a little child. My next question on this extract is, why does he do so? And the correct answer is, while riding the bicycle down the hill, the boy feels as if he is flying high like a bird. That's why he refers to it as a golden moment. Question number 23. And the question is, write the words from the poem having similar meanings to the following words. And the words are rash, that is dart; careful, that is heedful; well balanced, that is poised; fast, that is swift. So all these words you can find in the poem. My next question is question number 24. Is this your joy, O bird? Then I, though a boy, for a golden moment share your feathery life in air. And the question is, what does the speaker ask the bird? And the answer is, the speaker asks the bird if the bird too feels the same joy while flying that the speaker feels while riding the bicycle down the hill. My next question on this extract is, when does he ask this? And the correct answer is, he asks this while riding down the hill. Next question is, what does he share with the bird? And the correct answer is, he shares a moment of bird's life while it is flying. He also shares the joy that the bird must be enjoying while it flies in the air high up in the sky. Question number 25. Was the rider rash while riding downhill? Why does the boy take his feet off the paddles while cycling downhill? And the correct answer is no. I don't think so. He had his leg off the paddle because he knew that freewheeling will help him to relax as he glides down the slope smoothly. Question number 26. What lesson do we learn from the poem? And the correct answer is, we learn that in order to enjoy the simple joys in life, we must make an effort to do it. The boy had to take an effort to go uphill so that he could enjoy the ride downhill. My next question is question number 27. And the question is, what is the central idea of the poem? And the correct answer is, the poem Going Downhill on a Bicycle brings out the value of hard work. The fruits of success can be tasted only after hard labor. We can enjoy the pleasure of downhill only if we have worked hard to go uphill. While enjoying the fruits of hard labor, we must be watchful. So, children, in order to come out with flying colors, in order to get good marks, even you have to work hard. My next question is question number 28. Which word in the poem means absolutely still but ready to go? And the word in the poem is poised. Question number 29. Which action does the phrase swifter and yet more swift refer to? And the correct answer is this phrase refers to in the poem when the boy is going downhill on a bicycle. My next question is question number 30. What do you understand by the term makes the lungs laugh? And the correct answer is this means that as he moves very fast, his heart fills with utter joy and excitement. His heart beats powerfully and his lungs is filled with laughter. Question number 31. To whom does the throat cry out? And the correct answer is to the birds. So, the poet, as a little boy, is talking to the birds. My next question is question number 32. Say, heart is there out like this in the world that is full of bliss. It's more than skating abound, still stood to the level ground. What does the poet as a boy means in a world that is full of bliss? So the correct answer is the poet as a boy doubts that there should be hardly anything in the world that can give him extreme happiness like he is having now while going down on a bicycle. My next question is, what is the comparison drawn in these lines? So the correct answer is, according to the boy, it is more joyous than skating bounding steel shod to the level ground. Going downhill on a bicycle is compared to skating. My next question is, which line in the stanza best contrasts in the line your feathery life in air? So from this stanza, children, we come to know that the line in the stanza which best contrasts with the line your feathery life in air is still steel shod to the level ground. My next question is question number 33. List the words and phrases that give us a picture of going downhill on the bicycle. How does the poet convey different movements and speed? So the correct answer is the words and phrases that give us a picture of going downhill on a bicycle are lifted feet, hands still, poised, dart, heedful, swifter, more swift, etc. So these words indicate that the boy is going downhill on the bicycle. Question number 34. What kind of poem is this? And the correct answer is this is a poem depicting the childhood innocence. Here a boy is going downhill on a bicycle. He feels like as if he is flying. He is ready to move down the hill, lifting his feet and keeping his hands still. He is moving downwards very fast, keeping rapt attention in his journey. The passing air feels like wind to him because of the speed He is moving down due to the hill slope. As he moves very fast, his heart fills with utter joy and excitement. His heart beats powerfully and his lungs is filled with laughter. Now my next question is question number 35. Why does the boy addresses the bird? And the correct answer is the boy cries from his throat and yells the bird to look how he is flying like them. He asks the bird if they have the same type of joy as him by flying. He further tells them that he is also having the pleasure of flying in spite of being a boy. The joy the birds enjoy with feathers in air is the same as the boy is experiencing while going downhill on a bicycle. So just like the birds as it flies high up in the air, similarly even the boy going down the hill is enjoying the same kind of joy. Question number 36. Explain the line. Alas, that the longest hill must end in a vale. And the correct answer is the boy enjoyed the day in such a way that he had never enjoyed before. He felt the amazement of flying. He is now in seventh heaven while going downhill on a bicycle. His joy ends as he reached the downhill. The boy has come to the end of his ride. He concludes that even the longest hill ends in a valley. Yet one will find wings waiting there for him if he can climb up the hill with hard work. Question number 37. And children, this is my last question. Does the poem convey a message beyond its literal meaning? Explain. And the correct answer is yes. The poem conveys the message beyond its literal meaning. At the stanza of the poem, we get the message to go out, to reach the top of the hill, to the pure joy being a nature. We are accustomed to our daily routine life caged in our comfort zone, that is our home. We do not like to go out of our home. It costs a bit of hard work to reach the top of the hill. But if we can sacrifice, that sterling joy is waiting for us to overpower our heart with pleasure and happiness. So children, these were the question and answers of your poem Going Down the Hill, and hope these explanations, question and answers will be helpful for you in your exam. So children, what you have learned is that success is no accident. It is a hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. If you are having interest in the work you are doing, you will be able to do it very quickly. So, this success is a combination of hard work plus dreams plus dedication. So, with these words, I end my lesson. Hope this lesson will be beneficial for you in your study. Thank you.